sub-friends and sub-colleagues. In today's video I would like to talk about internal tables, or actually operations which you can execute on internal tables, but as well I would like to talk about what type of internal tables there are and when we should use which type. So let's jump into the system and see how it is working. So guys, as you can see, we're already logged on into the system. And the first thing which I would like to do is I would like to execute the transaction SCAD in order to be able to go to my local objects and then create a new program where we will write the operations, where we'll loop over the internal table and stuff. You'll see it in a second. Of course, I would like to explain to you a few details, because there are a lot of things which you are able to take into consideration, or in the best case you would be taking them into consideration. We'll call our program Z int table operations. Okay, I've saved the program as a local object and we are already in the program. Just a second. Yep. Okay, I've written myself a few things here which I would like to talk about. But the first thing which I would like to start with is the fact that there are a lot of things which you can do in ABAP, or you must do for your work, but almost everything which can be done has to do with internal tables. Why? Because if you have a database, and you will have database, you have to extract the data from the database into the application server, so to say, or on the application level, and then you have to work with it. And for this reason, ABAP is having, so to say, the internal tables, which are different types. They can be sorted, they can be hashed, you can actually declare them in different way. And you should know what exactly you are doing, because these functions of the parameters, if you wish, of the internal table, they are important for the whole work which is coming afterwards. I mean, if the table is not sorted and you're doing read table, you can affect the performance. And we'll be talking about these stuff now in this video. I'm not going to go in the very detail, but I'm going to tell you the most important stuff which you should take into consideration and know. For this reason, we'll start with declaring some data. And first I would like to declare a small structure. For this reason, we are saying types begin of, we'll work again with the test data of SAP, which has nothing to do with companies or production. You can actually install SAP at your home and then work with this data. It's not easy to install SAP, you need specific requirements, but however, this is all possible. So first thing first, I would like to, as I said, create a structure which we'll be using. The structure will be called TUS flight, and there will be some columns, if you wish, some the price as well, and the price would be type as price, and we would like now to say end of TUS flight, US flight. Okay, first things first. Now we would like to declare some, that was a type of structure which we've just created. Now we will declare some internal tables which will have this type. And basically we can do this 3 times and then say type table of TUS flight, S flight, and then again type TU S-Flight. Okay, and this would be actually a work area, and this would be the second one. And of course there are a few ways to declare things, but we'll now go for this one. Which one? With the commas, and here we need a point to end the commando. Okay, what we do next, we have declared now 2 internal tables and 1 work area. For this reason we have here type table of, and here just type for the work area. I hope this is so clear to you how it is working. The next thing which we'll need is, of course, we'll need to select some data, and for this reason we write just select car ID, con ID, price from S-Flight. This is the SAP test data table for flights and stuff, and we just have now to say where we exactly want to have the data, to select it into. And we say just here into table, because you should specify that it's a table, S-Flight. Okay. Now for the purpose of testing, I would like to use the, we forgot the point here, that's why here is red. I would like to use the class method for giving, so to say, for providing output data in a visualized manner. And for this reason, I just say cout demo output. Then we need to equal, and then the sign. I mean, bigger than. Sorry, bigger than. This is the equal and bigger than, and we need write. And we just say we want to see what is in the internal table S-Flight. Okay. Pretty simple stuff. We can actually now save this. Okay, we have a mistake here. S-Flight. So we checked it, no mistakes. We activate it. And we execute. And pretty clearly the data hasn't been visualized because we have just the write now. That was too fast for me. We also need to have the display part. This is how it is working. Save, check, activate, execute. Till end. And we have now the data here. Right? Okay, so far so good. And now we would like to go deeper. We would like to talk about the operations and stuff. And for this reason, give me just a second in order to prepare my notes here. Okay. The first thing which we would like to do is we would like to talk about append, appending, and this is something which is actually a very, how should I say, a very easy operation if you want to append stuff. But for this reason, I would like now to, because actually the way that the whole thing with the classes and stuff is functioning, you'll see how it is functioning in a second. But I'll put this here, and I would say here loop add ITS flight. Yeah, there are a few ways how you can do this. You can say now into and the work area, but you can also assign field symbol. I usually work with field symbols because they are much faster. But now we will use the work area, and we may talk about the performance of stuff in another video. But in this video, we would just like to talk about the specific and the easy functions and how you can use them. So we say here the work area into the work area. Okay. And then we have, let's append. This is the first function which we would like to talk about. We append the work area to the second internal table, which is ITS flight 2. And now let's explain to you something. How is this CLDemo output class working? Basically, we've written this table here in the visualization, if you wish. And now, if I say display here me the second table, there will be both table which will be displayed. Let's check this. I'll remove the breakpoint. And now here are the two tables. Right? Because we wrote the first one and then displayed the second one. So basically we displayed O. This is how it is working. Okay. And now we would like to get a little bit more specific. We would like to now say, please do this where char ID is equal. Let's make it a little bit more complex in order to see different stuff here. LH or Lufthansa. And then we have here also the work area S flight price equals 0 point. And now we'll have a little bit different table. We directly activate and execute. And the second table now have all the specific rows where we have the char ID or the carriage ID LH, and the price is just 0 now because we set it there, right? Okay, so far so good. We have just used append, and if you want to use append, it is actually not a very hard thing to do. But however, I would like now to talk about insert, and for this reason I'll just remove this part, because the next operation which I would like to talk about is insert. And here I'll write now append operation. I'll copy this. And here say insert. And how we can do, there are different ways how you can do this, but I'm showing you just one now. First of all, we haven't had anything to do with this part removed, so to say. We don't do anything with the work area, and for this reason I would directly say sFlight and then char ID equals ZZ. The connection ID equals 66, and also the price would be 9,999. We need also points, and then we have just insert, because we filled now the work area, and at this point we are able to say insert, please this in this work area as flight into the IT S flight index 1, because we want to see it at the first place. Okay, let's check how this how the insert function is functioning. How the insert operation is functioning. We have a problem again, the same thing. Again, we have a mistake here in the name. because it's the work area is called as flight, and I've definitely made a mistake actually here. No, oh, the field, there's a problem with the field, sorry, I'm missing the H here. And now we can execute this stuff, and what we have is, just a second, why don't we see it? Where is our ZZ? It's not the first place. We did something wrong here. Hasn't been inserted really. Okay. Let's do here a clear. Oh, okay. I think we need just this one. Because we wrote it here, but we changed it there. And then we're not writing it anymore. And this is the reason why it's actually happening this way. No? Not really. It was actually activated. Okay, let's debug this. (401) rows. The work area is perfect. (402) rows. An IDS flight will be that displayed. But it should have. Okay, we have the problem with right, with the right of the. Oh no, it's here. It's here. Sorry. Because we wrote it one time, and we displayed it a second time. When was it? It was changed. So we wrote the. Yeah, this is the thing with. Oops, sorry. Just a second. Where is my program? So we basically write it here, the so to say specific, the specific way the table is in the specific moment. We write it here, then we change it, and then we display it once again, right? So basically, this is another state of the table which we are talking about here. And now. I would like to talk about another function. Let's just first open the program, and I would like this, for this reason I will remove this, and then I would like to talk about the collect function, because collect is also very useful in specific situations. It depends how you are structuring the whole logic of the program or whatever you are doing in ABAP. But let's say we want to loop add once again the ITS flight into the work area S flight, and we want to just collect the work areas into the internal table S flight 2. So basically you are collecting the different, I mean, you can build it in a totally different manner, but this is a way to, which is fast, I mean, because you're just collecting the whole row into another table, and there is no indexation stuff. It's just looping over all the rows of this table and it's collecting them. If you put a where check, it would be a little bit faster, even a little bit faster. But let's see how this is working. So we basically have to say here 2 because we want to display the second one, and we just execute this. Not sure why it was activated, but now. You see? I'm not sure whether it was activated. Just a second. Okay. And what is actually happening now? The difference here is that we have here in the second table now a collection of keys, if you wish. And look at it. You have now AA, and the different con IDs, right? And the same price. Let's look in the first table. We have lots of different AAs here. And we have basically really the two con IDs. And the thing is, this is collecting them. This is collecting the AAs and actually summing here the price. And this is something which is very, very, how should I say, it is very useful in specific situations. So, because if you want to sum, so to say, different rows, you can just use collect, and it is working on the base of keys, if you wish. But however, it is actually summing the similarities, basically, you know. And it is very, very useful and specific thing which you can use in different situations. But however, it's not really, you cannot really understand it without having seen it, how it's working. Okay. Let's now continue with the next function, which I would like to show you today. We have already seen a few. And the next function which I would like to talk about is the modify function. This is one of my favorite functions, because modify is actually very different in different situations, or can do different stuff. With modify, you can modify a row on keys, but if the keys haven't been found, you can actually, so to say, create or insert or append a new row. And this is very, very useful. I use it quite a lot in my programs. And we'll start here with a if, sorry, we'll start again with a loop. And in this loop, we would like to get the if. And now I would like to say we want to loop again into at our internal table sFlight into the work area sFlight. Okay, and now I would like to talk about how you can actually say I mean, now we've just said if the work area sFlight price, if this field is 0, then modify sFlight from work area yeah. Let's just add one more check here. Something like this, right? Let's see how this is working. We'll modify the table, and we'll now like to extract, to show again the IT sFlight. So basically, basically we've done a mistake. I meant it differently, sorry. I meant it a little bit differently. I wanted to say if the sFlight yeah, if the S flight, this is the car ID, set the price to 0, and then modify. And now, if we go to LH, the car ID, you'll see that the whole row was modified. Everywhere where we have LH. And this is how modify is working, but as I have said, modify is working on the keys. And basically, if you modify a specific table, and the specific table has 2 keys, the work area or the field symbol with which you are modifying the table, from which you are modifying, the keys would be compared to the table, and if the keys are, so to say, there, the row would be modified, but if the keys aren't there, the row would be created. And this is something which is really I would really like to point out at this point. Okay, we now saw modify as well, and let's see one more function, which is actually pretty easy, I would say. And the next function which I would like, and the last function for the day which I would like to show you, is the delete the function, because delete is also very important. As I said, there are different ways to use all these things, but the way that I'm showing them to you and explaining them should be actually pretty clear and straightforward, so that you can use them whatever you want. Let's go now to delete. I mean, we write delete, and then we say ITS flight, and we say where car ID. We don't have to specify the table once again, because we are actually deleting from this table. And now we say equal, and we have again LH. Oops. And point. Activate. And now we have no more LH here, because everything has been deleted. And the first one we have it, because the first one is the state of the table a little bit earlier. So guys, this was it for me for today, for this video. As you have seen, we have observed a few operations in ABAP. We saw the append, the insert, just a second, let's see, the append, the insert, the collect, the modify, and the delete functions. And I've mentioned something in the beginning of this video. I would like to talk about performance a little bit more, because this is something which is very significant if you are a developer on another level, let's say, or you're a very good developer. You have to know what exactly you're writing and how this is affecting the performance. And in the next video, I would like to talk about performance with read table, with binary search, with hash tables, with sorted tables, with standard tables and such stuff, and about field symbols. And I would like to do a little bit of analysis with you, a little bit of tracing, as it is called in SAP, to see what time exactly the different functions are taking. I have already prepared a few things, but we'll go deeper into these functions and how you can use them in a better way so that you are developing better programs. So thank you for your attention. I wish you all the best. Stay healthy, stay tuned, and till next time, friends. Goodbye.